experience. Because if you go comfortable, it's kind of like universal. You get it? If I say go to a comfortable place in which you can relax, everybody has that in their brain. Makes sense, right? Comfortable, and you can relax. But now if you say into a safe place, maybe where I'm comfortable, yeah, or maybe a comfortable place in which I feel safe, where I'm comfortable. Usually I don't feel safe because I feel comfortable when I'm playing basketball, and usually there's elbows and knees and that. You get it? So it's about keep using it, and if you get the same results, just say fuck the safe word. Maybe I'll stop using it as much, and then you calibrate the next results. You get it?
Yeah. Okay, it's just completely out of my awareness how safe could be taken as something other than
Lloyd
safe, you know? Yeah.
is the dices.
Yeah, I know.
So do you have any questions of this morning? You good? Okay. Katya, any questions this morning? No questions? We're good. Yes.
I didn't write any.
We don't.
This thing there. Can I talk to you later?
Oh yeah, sure. All right.
I'm good for
Okay, cool.
very
Okay, cool. So the who's there? Right. Right.
Talks in mainly unspecified representational systems. Like, do we respond back in specified, or do we respond based on their eye accessing cues?
Based on their eye accessing cues. Based on their eye accessing cues. All right. Any other questions down there? Babel, you're good? Sprechen Deutsche. You're fresh out of your master prac with Thorsten.
Ja, habe ich gemacht.
Scheiße. Good. Okay. All right. So sit here for a spell, please. All right. So lay back. There you go. And, you know, I had a friend that was in a sleep clinic. I don't know if the word should be sleeping clinic. It sounds kind of weird. A lot of things going on in that clinic. But the thing is that they were measuring his sleep. So how deep he can go. And he told me that they put these weird machines all over the room. And the first time he went down, right, he went a little bit deep. They brought him back. And then he went the second time even deeper. And then he came back, and without nobody telling them or him, he went back deeper even still. And then the second day, because it was the weekend, Saturday, he went the first time as deep as he did the last one on Friday. And then came out the second time, most deep he ever did. And then literally there was no third because he was gone. So when we're working with people, right, we have to, in a way, it's a very safe assumption that they have never been hypnotized. But you never make mention about if you have been hypnotized or not, unless you want to, which is a fair question. The thing is that everybody has a different map for the territory called hypnosis, right? I was working with this woman, and she's like, is it normal that when I was in trance? It's like, yes. And how about this? Yes. So I don't care what she was asking. I was going to say yes. Why? Because it was her trance, right? And I felt when you touch my finger like this, was it normal? Yes. It will be unnormal or Bad if you don't feel when I touch your finger. It's like, why? Because that means you're dead. And she's like, really? No. And then she laughed, and I anchored it again. Because when you're in a trance, all your five senses are magnified. When you're in a trance, you can hear better, you can see better, you can feel better, you can smell, and you can taste better. But you can also channel that, right? So even right now, as you're sitting here, you're listening to me, but also you can listen to the people outside. In a way, in that way. So if I ask you, listen to the music, close your eyes, and listen to the music. And show me with your hand, where do you listen to a sound like music? Okay? And now, tell me if you listen to this. Open your eyes. So if I ask you, from 1 to 10, from 1 to 10, how much do you hear usually? 10 being 100%.
Yeah. With help,
Without.
without help, I hear at about 3 or 4.
3. So if you have a TV like here where the computer is, without help, how much volume do you put?
Doesn't matter the volume. I won't hear it well enough.
Okay, good. When do you?
There's noise, but I won't hear words.
Talking inside. Okay. And if I ask you, tell me a time in which you heard a pin drop. What age were you?
Up until 32.
Okay, good. So at 27, I like 27. When I was 27, I was scared that I was going to die. Jim Morrison died. Jimi Hendrix died. I know. I was afraid because nobody knew me. I was going to die. I was like, no, fucking nobody died. So 27. Good? Tell me the best, the peak, that you can recall events in which, not even people listen to that, and I listen to that. You get it? Can you recall an event like that? Where were you?
I was sleeping. Well, not sleeping. I was in bed.
Okay.
And I could hear everything.
Outside of the
In
bed?
the house, outside.
Okay. You were not smoking, or it was not a delusion. It was like real. Okay, good. Hey, I have to ask. Believe me, a lot of people tell me things that it didn't happen. It was something that they dreamed, something that they told them. It's like my oldest son. He's 19 right now. He's in the house of my mother. He lives in 2 different cities. My mother lives in Caracas, and he lives in Maracaibo in Venezuela. So I sent him there for 2 weeks. So he was on vacation of college. So he was spending some days there with my mom. And he sent me a picture of me with panties, blue panties, a blue short like this, 2 blue shoes that ended up like this, a blue shirt like this, and a hat like this, and a sword. And obviously, the motherfucker has my sense of humor. It's like, hey, Dad, you look kind of sexy in this shit. Yeah. And it's like, oh, fuck, I remember this. I remember that I was in school and people they were making fun of me because I have woman panties. And my mother was on the conversation because we're doing FaceTime. And my mom's like, don't lie. Like, what do you mean? You didn't go to school with that. We bought that thing for Carnival, which is Halloween. In Venezuela, we do it on February. How do you call that? In Easter? No, before Easter. What? Yeah, in Carnival. Like in Brazil, it's February, whatever. And I woke up that day with a fever. It was psychosomatic. I didn't want to dress like a woman and go to school. So my mother said, motherfucker has burning fever. So she dressed me up, took a picture of me in the living room, undressed me, and sent me back to bed. But since I saw the picture, in my mind, I was imagining that I went to school and I started the ba 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 ba. And my mother's like, this didn't happen. It's like, are you sure? I'm thinking I'm remembering weird shit about this. It's like, nah, you didn't go to school. After that, you got better that same day and threw that in the trash. So that's why I'm asking. And you should ask clients because sometimes they have memories of photographs that are not real. So you can listen to everything, right?
Yeah.
You were in bed?
Yep.
Lights off?
Yep.
Okay. 2-story house or one?
One.
Okay. So if you're in bed like you are, where was the door of the, okay. And so what was over there?
Baby's room.
Okay. The other one?
Kitchen.
Okay. And you heard voices all around.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool. So let's do one thing with me. All right. So let's do a simple exercise. Okay. I want you to see where the X joins the two sticks, the joint, you see?
Mm-hmm.
And take a deep breath in as you listen to my voice and feel your hands touching your hands and close your eyes. As you keep your eyes closed, you can begin to listen even to the spaces between my words as you feel your back touching the cushion of this chair. And I want you to go into a place in which only you know which one it is and see what you see when you are relaxing. And in this place, as you listen to sounds different of my voice and feel your feet touching the rug, you can see what you see in this place. And it's so relaxed that it's easy for you to begin to drift in and out of yourself. You can fall asleep, you can come back and fall again into sleep as you listen to what you listen in this place and drift even deeper inside of you. Because I'm going to touch one knee and I want you to go even deeper now and just go deeper. Because with this other knee, you can be more conscious of this place here in Las Vegas. And here you can drop down and relax the muscles of your neck and drift down. More conscious and just drift even deeper. Deep breath, deeper. That's it. Deeper. A little bit more conscious and twice as deep. 4 times as deep. And one more deep breath and deeper. Let gravity do its job on your muscles. Let gravity do its job on your neck and drop down even deeper. And now, more conscious, more aware, a little bit more aware, and once again, 10 times as deep, 20 times as deep, and just relax inside and go deeper still. And I want your unconscious to pay attention to each word that I say, because I want you to make her be 27. 27 in her eyes, 27 in her ears, 27 in her face. I want you to make her look at herself in a mirror in a house in which she lived at 27, and make her look at her forehead at 27. The space between her upper lips and her nose at 27. That space of her bone cheeks at 27. And let the 27 take over her now at 27. And let her be having class with the knowledge that she has today, with the body and health of 27. Be receiving classes for today, tomorrow, and the day after tomorrow. And every sound is going to sound more crisp. Every sound is going to sound 300% louder. And the more she pays attention to her skin at 27, at her eyesight at 27, at her hair at 27, her body will be 27. So now, more conscious, more aware, here in the room, and in a moment, smiling. Open your eyes now. Smiling. Had lunch?
Yes.
What?
Uh,
Russian steak? No?
tortilla bowl with steak.
Ah, good. I don't know. Something about steak in the first day. All right, good. So the exercise that we're going to do, it's what we call in NLP or hypnosis, fractionation. There are different kinds in which we can do fractionation. And fractionation is like you have two buttons that we set up. The first button, doesn't matter where we put it, it's going to be to go deeper. So your language is about being deep. And your language has to be, especially your tone, has to be a metaphor of going even deeper. Because as you go deeper, that metaphor, the unconscious mind, is going to get it. So once you do the Betty Edison induction, you calibrate how they are, their posture. And after you fractionate 5 times, that means that you go deeper, 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 a little bit more conscious just one time, and then deeper, and then twice as much, and then 3, and then 4, And when you finish the 5th one, you're gonna see gravity in their body. So gravity is this. So the first time that they close their eyes, you calibrate how their body is, the position of their head, their shoulders, how they're breathing. And then you begin to fractionate. Remember, fractionation is about leading them with your voice to go deeper inside. All right, so it's a button. A little bit more conscious, deeper, 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 a little bit, and then deep, deep, deep. We do it 5 times and we calibrate, okay? Once you have done it 5 times, raise your hand so I can see. You only bring them back when I tell you, all right? I want you to have your experience of how they began and how a client should look like if you fractionate them well. All right? So do the Betty Edison induction, fractionate them 5 times, and raise your hand and call me. All right? So you work with her. All right? You two work with her. Huh? No. Just do the Betty Edison induction and fractionate. Yes.
So when you're bringing them up when you're fractionating, you don't bring them up very far.
No. Just a little bit so they can go down even deeper. It's like, all right? So you two work together. Yeah, you're going to anchor fractionation one. Okay, you two work together. You work with Faye, and you two work together. All right, let's go. Remember, only before you bring them back, call me. Let's go. Use fractionation with numbers, since you already know this. From 3 to -3 to 2 -3, 2 -3, 2 -3. All right? One does it on 2 at the same time. Another one.
I don't know. This key you gave it to me. Either I switched it to somebody, but I went upstairs. So
411. You're with me.
they say you have to go.
Hello. Yeah, Farad. How are you?
Them go.